second, please. Calvin, can you please? Can you put this right here again?
Probably you can log in quickly.
Now, I can see it now. I can see it. We have to, yeah. But you have to. But now we have a new link. We have to, yeah. But you have to. But now we have a new link. I have to update the link.
Right, creates a new link, right?
Yeah.
Let's just check first of all if it's working or not before we do that.
Now it's live.
It's live now?
I see you live. I'm checking. Yeah, sounds good. Looks good.
Okay. Okay, I think it's working. Perfect.
Are we live now?
Hello guys! Am I live?
Yes, you are live.
Nice.
We start.
Guys, let's start.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
Is everyone watching my screen right now? Okay, yep. Confirmed. Steven, take over.
There are some delays, but yeah, looks good.
Let's go. Hello guys, welcome to our first edition of the Play Along, right? And in this first edition, we'll be having our CEOs and also a guest from one of our partner, games on the gaming platform, Katana Inu. So, but basically, this meeting, this AMA is basically to introduce our new CEO, Nogvi, who we've announced, and also hear from our previous CEO, Martin. And but then just to also give you, a quick intro to the game of the day, and also give you a sneak peek to the quality of games we have on the gaming platform. Our game of the day today is Katana Inu, right? And shortly would have, the CEO, Marwan, introduce the game shortly. But then it's also worth noting that Katana Inu also, partnered with us in terms of the giveaway AMA, the giveaway for this AMA. And in this episode, we'll be having 15 lucky winners, and that's huge. So 10 lucky winners will be walking away with $10 worth of US GMRX tokens each. Why 4 others will share $5 each, and then one lucky winner will get to get the DGJC signed. So this is what I'm wearing. So I know you guys must be excited. What you need to do is to fill the form. You can find the link in the description of this stream. Fill the form. You also get to fill in your information and ask our CEOs, ask your questions, right? So you need to have a gaming account, right? In fact, follow the tags. The tags are well, stated there, so that way we can actually attribute the rewards to you, because these rewards will be sent directly to your gaming smart wallet, right? All right, then we'll on the floor for Marwan just to introduce the game in 5 minutes, and then we'll hand over the floor to Nogvi and Martin. Over to you, Marwan.
Yes, give me just 1 second. I'm trying to reduce the voice. 1 second.
Sure.
Lauren, how's the weather in Alicante while Marvin gets his setup?
It's you never need to ask that, not me.
Is it perfect, like paradise, or?
Yeah, the few people said they saw a cloud today.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm ready now. Thank you so much for waiting. I'm sorry
Okay.
I had so much voice here for the game, so I need to reduce it first. Yeah, so thank you so much, Gaimin. Appreciate your effort and your time to play Katana Inu today with two CEOs, the former CEO Martin and the new CEO Ricardo. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to see you guys as well. So yeah, my name is Marwan Haddad. My voice is good, or should I come near to microphone, guys?
This is perfect.
All
Marvin.
good from here.
Okay, so far, yeah. Well, so Katana Inu, let me introduce Katana Inu first, what we are doing. I'm the founder and the CEO of Katana Inu. We are starting 2021 with this project. We are developing since over 3 years right now this beautiful game. We wanna make a game that's really fun to play, that's attract Web2 players, like players from Fortnite, Call of Duty, and so on. Of course, the game is not like Fortnite, it's also not like Call of Duty. It's a mix of different games. We can see like animes, we can also get something like perspective third-person shooter like Fortnite. And the best point is also that the game is also like League of Legends, yeah. So if you play League of Legends, so there are like different abilities, like sword attacks and some magic attacks and so on, abilities, spell, whatever. So other things are also in Katana Inu. So yeah, the focus is to bring the Web2 gamers to Web3 with seamless integration of wallet system and so on, to make Web3 even bigger as before. And we all know that gaming is the biggest thing, bigger than Hollywood, bigger than music industry. And we think that if we do a really nice game, and we are doing a really nice game, we are still in closed beta, and open beta is coming very soon, probably in April. So far, then we can run the mass adoption and bring a lot of players to bring to the blockchain part. And yeah, so far everything is in the game, like team versus team, like 1 versus 1, like 3 versus 3, and also like battle royale. But battle royale will take a bit more time than normal team deathmatch, but it's not a big deal. Everything is in progress. We can also see in our Twitter channel, Katana Inu, the progress of battle royale mode. Yeah, so this is what we are building to make a game. This is also not pay to win game. It's more skill based game, so you need to be good to play. You can also earn something in playing the game, but you have to level up, you have to play time, you have to make some kills, and all the things it's combined to earn something also. So it's play to earn and fun to play game, but the play to earn aspect is not so focused, so it's more like something nice to have. Yeah, so yeah, this is Katana Inu. I hope you guys like it, and if you play the game, you also will understand. The game will be amazing. By the way, very short, this game is on Unreal Engine 4, but Unreal Engine 5 is coming for April. That means the quality and the abilities will even more improved. So what we are playing right now, we can say it's still the old version. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Let's rock it, guys. Thank you so much for having
Yeah,
me here.
Marvin,
yeah. Thanks, Ivan.
do you wanna help out? Just explain the game while we get into it, while we go through the customization and stuff like that as well, or?
Yes, we can do it together. Just go to customization. So right now we are here in the, let's say, women's or girls section. So you can, this is what you see is Solana character. We have a collaboration with them. And you can also go lower if you like, showing polygon, for example, on the right side, the last one. Yes, this one, and the left one as well of that character. There's also polygon, another, this is Solana, what you see right now. If you go one right from that, that's another polygon character. Yes, so we have we have basically 3 different skins for each character. And yeah, if you go then to another classes, if you can see there's a beard, this is Trump. You can see Trump in hair of Trump. And if you go lower, you see the dragon. The dragon is the Avalanche, from Avalanche Chain. We also have collaborations with them. Then you can show different. This is the ape. We did like on own the NFT borrowed apes. So we did like another ape. It's like Cape on our name. So this is also like Baby Doge and Pepe, and we have also Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. We also have like memes and different kind of game skins in our game.
You know,
So you
Marwan,
can,
I'm
yeah,
I'm gonna stop right here and
yeah,
explain. While I'll choose Pepe, I want to choose the smallest character to give Martin a
yeah.
chance to win, because there's no chance, Martin.
I'm not so good. I'm not playing so much, so I think it's not a big deal. So there's also like swords, weapons. You can choose different. We have different beautiful skins on the weapons, like You can click somewhere and you can see like different glowing effects, magic attacks, magic effects.
You know what?
So yeah,
I'll
this
pick
is
this one.
yeah, you can pick this one.
Martin,
yeah,
have you
this is
picked as well?
I have.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pick so far. I'm talking here right now.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
So we all go into play right now.
that's two.
Let's do it, and I see you have
Yeah,
a
let's
team versus team.
I'm not sure if we have 6 total players. We are 4. We can press team versus team right now for 1 minute. If nobody joining in the same time, 6 people, then we can go to free for all. So let's try for 1 minute, and while we are waiting 1 minute, we can.
Okay, guys, what do I do? Team v team?
Team
Yeah,
team.
team versus team. Yes.
Alrighty.
Let's wait if some team members also joining in the back or not. If not, no problem.
All right, guys. Just for our audience, you
Yeah.
can get access to Katana Inu via the gaming platform, right? So most of you already have the gaming app. So log in, you and search, Katana Inu from our library, and download the game, and maybe you could get a chance to play with our CEOs. I mean, who said Web3 games can be this interesting? I know that you guys are pretty much excited already by what you see. I mean, this game can go toe to toe with, Wukong. I know that's very daring, but tell your Web2 games, your favorite Web2 games to watch their backs. Web3 games is coming in hot, right? All right, gentlemen, are we ready to rumble?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Martin, do you want to jump on over to the free for all then, or?
Okay, then let's do that. I think it's not.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, that's free for all. So basically, you say Wukong. Yeah, I think Wukong come very late, and we already started the game of Katana Inu for Battle Royale. Everyone is pressing free for all. Yeah. Okay. So Battle Royale, if you check our videos on Twitter or on YouTube, you will see that the quality of our game is very similar of Wukong. It's not the same, but very similar.
Wow.
And yeah,
So
but
you guys
still,
really Wukong? That's very impressive. Can you
yeah.
guys hear that?
But the point is
That's
that we are a multiplayer game. We are not a single player. Of course, the quality and so cannot be one-on-one. So it's like maybe 70% of that, 70, 65 maybe.
Okay.
So you can basically choose some skills, what you want. Like ground slam is not so good from my perspective. Like stone spikes is nice. Frost blizzard is nice. Meteor strike is nice. Wall of Ice Peak is also nice. Air Strike is nice. Healing, if you choose healing, you can also heal yourself in the game. And yeah, this is a beauty of the game.
Nogvi, just a little bit of digression. A lot of people in our comment section are commenting about the environment, and some are asking if that's our office. Yes, guys, that's our office. You guys, as can you see, is actually cool, right? So perhaps if you're around Lisbon, maybe you could pay us a visit, right? All right.
Are we live, guys?
We
are
are
live.
live.
We have only 3
Live.
players matched in this game. Probably someone didn't really press or maybe didn't switched or came into this. Who is not in the game right now? Maybe Stefan or maybe Martin?
Steven is just gonna
I'm not.
moderate this.
I'm not.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand. Okay, then that's nice. That's okay.
All right, guys. With that being said, we'll hand over the floor to Nogvi and Martin, to basically have a chat. Probably Martin, lead the way. Walk us through, what's happened over the last, couple, years, and Nogvi introduce, then introduce himself. You guys get to meet our new CEO, and yeah, I'll be in the background. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like this stream so that the algorithm can recommend it to a lot more people on the platform to join. Make sure to give Katana AI some love. All right, gentlemen, hand it over to you, Nogvi and Martin. Cheers.
Okay, guys, where can we see the score?
If you press tab,
Well,
you can
press
see the
tab.
score, and
That's fine.
I think I'm losing.
Okay, so who's winning?
So far is one. I'm winning. No, who's winning? I think Martin's unique. He has the kills.
Okay, I'm gonna hide for the rest of the game then.
Where are you guys? I don't see you. I'm in the middle. Someone is hiding here, right?
So Martin, I'll
Oh, he was hiding here.
I'll give the first question over to you that I saw
Yes,
on the community chat. There was someone called
Right.
called Calvin who asked, how does it feel to be the new executive chairman?
Well, it's a big pleasure, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions going around, not V, about you know, the transition, the change of CEO, and this has always been the plan. It's a planned evolution to make sure that we're bringing through the best talent that we can, and you know, without wanting to be over flattering to you, you've impressed the hell out of us since you came on board. I don't know whether people know about your background, but so I'm gonna say it for you. You're quite humble about it. Notvi has done more in his young years than many people achieve in a lifetime. He's an ex-professional athlete. He's been to Yale University, came top of his class. He's a mathematician with expertise in AI. He has Fortune 500 experience, and he came on board as our CFO. He helped us reorganize and restructure all of our finances. We reviewed the efficiency and effectiveness of a lot of the money we were spending on staff and other costs. He performed small miracles. We increased performance in all aspects and reduced ongoing costs. And unfortunately, that meant for some people weren't needed. So we unfortunately had to make some cuts there. It's never nice having to get rid of people, but we're running a business, and you have to do that out of respect for everybody who's invested as stakeholders in the business. You have to run that as effectively as possible. So Notvi produced incredible results for us there. Gradually, through his contacts and through the people that we brought on board, we've started to put together some fantastic younger talent than our founders. So bringing through people is a planned evolution. Notvi's progression through CEO. I spoke to Notvi several months ago when we were all the team were in Lisbon, and I asked him, where do you see yourself in the company? And he said CEO. So I said, okay, that's ballsy. I'm going to put this guy to the test for a few months, and literally threw the kitchen sink at him. Involved him in all of the calls, all of the conversations, tested his work ethic. I don't know whether you know this, Notvi, but I was sending you messages early morning and late at night deliberately as test, right?
I did not know that, no.
There you go. So we didn't kind of just hand this over. This was, you know, us looking after our company and making sure we got the best people that we possibly could involve. And you've impressed the hell out of us. We actually also wanted to meet your family, so when your father came over, we all made sure we were there. Notvi's father's quite a prominent figure, by the way. Notvi's contacts, experience, his intelligence, work ethic, everything is top class. He has all of the makings of somebody who's going to get to the top of anything he chooses to, something he's already clearly displayed, and we couldn't be happier. So a move for me up to, you know, executive chairman frees me to work on some of the let's call them projects within Gaimin that I haven't had time because of daily commitments. Now those are in the hands of an extraordinary individual, and as I say, we just couldn't be happier. So that was the transition. I've no idea what the question was. I've gone on for way too long trying to kill people.
It's amazing to say. It's long.
So I probably answered nothing there, right?
I appreciate all the pretty words that you used to describe me, and I am honored that I impressed you guys with my experience and work ethic, because I'm definitely not impressing anyone with my gaming skills right now. So
Let me
Very confidently speaking. The first line was great.
Okay, I think the bottom of the.
yes, I am definitely bottom right now.
the key is to randomly just press things.
Not randomly, not really. You need to think about it what you press.
Hey, it worked.
There you go. So, okay, next question.
Okay, I think right now, we want to hear from Nogvi how he feels about this new responsibility leading a leading, ecosystem in the deepening decentralized gaming and cloud infrastructure industry is actually a big challenge. So the audience, would want to know how Nogvi, feels about, taking up this huge challenge and, his sides, for the future.
Yeah, it's extremely fun to be able to lead this company, and I'm of course very happy that I still have Martin by my side almost every day. So if I need to bounce any ideas where I lack experience in leading big companies like this, I can always bounce it with Martin. So that's I'm extremely grateful for that. Like Martin said, we've also been really lucky, and well, not exactly lucky. We've just been doing a great job at attracting and maintaining top talent. So that makes the leading the top talent kind of it makes it easier in all aspects. Our biggest thing right now is just to make sure that they feel valued and are continue to perform to their highest capabilities.
I have also one question to you, maybe Ricardo or Martin can reply. So I think we also have from Katana Inu some community members would love to understand more about gaming. So I want to introduce to Katana Inu what we do. But sorry, I want to know what you guys really want to do. What's your goals for the future and where you really started, and yeah, what you think about the gaming and also the blockchain. How you want to be the part of this ecosystem and want to grow games like a ton of different games. So
Yeah, I'll take
No,
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's really fun. When Martin showed me the first pitch deck that they made back in 2018, they went over Marwan. I don't know if you read the book Good to Great by Jim Collins, but that's a book that we live by here at Gaimin.
yeah.
And the hedgehog principle is one of the main concepts in the book, which kind of defines the core of a business. And the core of a business basically hasn't changed since the pitch deck made back in 2017, 2018. So it makes my life a lot easier because it's been clear what the mission is from the get-go. And our mission is to be able to provide gamers with the best experience and availability to monetize their spare computers and be the leader in the decentralized cloud infrastructure space, which means providing enterprises and game developers and small medium enterprises with a better. Oh, hurts to see that.
Martin,
I have a big
Martin
thing on
won.
my screen that says victory. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. It's
With the most skills.
oh,
the most
I think it's
skills.
because I picked the wrong champion.
There
I
you
think
go.
we were talking too much. So,
Yeah.
so
So.
do
All right.
you wanna speak to less? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Ricardo. Please go
Oh,
ahead.
well, shut up from
Did
now on.
somebody
and
get a
focus.
screenshot of that big victory for me?
I'm gonna pick something bigger right now.
I'm going to mint that as an NFT. Send it, you not me.
Jesus.
Yeah, please go ahead. So what's
Yeah.
the mission of the goal? So
Yeah,
in general, not
and
on
now
Katana,
over the last 9 months, we've spent a lot of dev resources in being able to provide gamers and enterprises with the infrastructure that we want to provide them with. One of the foundational layers there is the Smart Wallet, which has all the benefits and features that we can go into later, and of course the Gaimin Cloud, which is being released in its first version to small medium enterprises in Q1. So that's super exciting and kind of cements our mission. Maren, do you
Amazing.
wanna talk about the future because you're focusing on the long-term future of gaming?
Yeah, I think before we do that, it's better if you choose first our character or weapon, and then we can press free fall, and then we can, while we speak, we can also play. Otherwise,
Sounds good.
yeah, I have choose already. I am pressing right now free fall.
Free for all.
Okay.
Did you choose the same Pepe or what did you choose?
I chose the biggest motherfucker I could find. The bear with the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin bear.
Okay. So the thinking behind choosing the little target didn't go very well, Nokvi, did
Nope.
it really?
But you gotta know as a CEO when you make mistakes and bounce back from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the question, Ricardo? Before we want to say something, I forgot your question. Something like future or so.
Yeah.
Guys, what are we playing? Team free for all? Where are
It's
we?
still free for team versus team. We still need more players, but we don't have more players right now, so it's okay. Free for all, it's very similar. We can say it's just not.
Okay.
There's not 3 versus 3. It's just everyone against everyone. So it's same mechanics. We can say. Not a big problem.
Alrighty.
Yes. Yeah, Ricardo, you want to do continue somehow?
Yeah. So I think you're mistaking me for Ricardo. My name is Nokvi, Marwan. No worries.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
that's kind of the mission of gaming right now, and has been the mission since 2017, 2018. Marin, you have anything to add for the future of gaming?
Well, the future of gaming, I mean, when you look at what we're actually trying to do, the scale of the industries we're involved with, the future, like, we don't need to add a billion things on to what we're doing to the future. We want to build the world's biggest, largest distributed cloud to be up there as a rival to Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Amazon AWS. We've built the cloud, let's call it the cloud infrastructure, and now we're adding nodes to the cloud. Now the nodes are effectively the gamers. We're using the resources from the computational resources from the global gaming community, which as it stands is 1.8 billion Windows PC users with increasingly more powerful computers and increasingly faster internet connections. So that's kind of a colossal. We did an estimate, and I think the latest estimate we did, and this isn't meant to be exact, so it's kind of a back of a cigarette pack calculation, but that was in excess of $2 trillion worth of computational resources that are in the global gaming community distributed, throughout the world. In I think it's 200 countries, and in 180 or something, there was significant gaming activity. So it's huge. What we've also done, so that's the potential of what we can scale for nodes for our distributed cloud within just the gaming world. We also, since we've started, we've had people who aren't gamers who've, and this kind of started when we went to Korea in the early days. We spoke to a guy who, I can't remember whether he worked in or was owner of some internet cafes, and he said, we have all of these computational resources in internet cafes, and at night they're not doing anything, and it's the same for offices throughout the world. So what we've also done is we took the monetization engine, which we've worked very hard to improve. We took the monetization engine from the gaming application. We made it into a headless version, so we kept the monetization without the gaming technology behind it. And we call that our GME Pro. So that allows us now to access computational resources from people who aren't a gamer but want to monetize their computational resources, and from offices, assuming of course we can make it all profitable for people to do that, and for offices throughout the world. Imagine all of the computers that offices may have. If all the staff go home outside of office hours, and they've got all of these computers and they're sat there, they don't have to turn the screens on. They can just set these to do monetization tasks and cloud tasks for the ever-increasing growth and demand in cloud services. So the potential there is to add another several $1 trillion of the potential computational resources to our network. So the scale of what we can do is huge. Now, all of this started because when we first started to look at this, we actually saw a quote from the CEO of Microsoft at the time said, the world is running out of computational resources. The world doesn't have enough computing power. So when you look at what's already there as an existing resource, without having to go and build new data centers, we're talking about a stunning amount of computational resources. That's our goal. We pass a huge amount of the profit of the revenue along to the users, so that it's profitable for everybody. In the process of doing that, in order to access all of the gamers, we saw a shift in the world from Web 2 to Web 3 gaming. It's inevitable because it's just better technology. It's just the way that the web's moved from Web 1 to Web 2 to Web 3, so will the gaming world. So in our quest to acquire all of these gaming resources, we built a gaming platform, and it's still early. This is one of the better games that we've seen. It's actually a lot of fun. But we're building true ownership, the NFTs, a gateway to, just like Steam have been for games in the past, for Web 2 games you could call it, we're going to be that for Web 3 games. We've had about 500,000 downloads so far. Some of those downloads are very early, and we've lost some of those downloads that are no longer active because, in the very early days, we didn't have games, we weren't having fun like we are today with it. But we've just introduced our smart wallet. We've had 50,000, more or less, migrate to our smart wallet.
Yep.
So as you can see, there's still very strong and loyal user base within the growth that we've had. So our goals about the future are to keep finding and adding the coolest games, facilitate for game devs globally the ability to adapt their game to Web3 or develop a Web3 game by providing all of the tools and technology that they may need to be able to do that. We've got all of our developer tools in place to do that, and we're adding more, including the smart wallet. We have plans that have been talked about for blockchain technology to be able to do that specifically. We've got some pretty cool ideas that we're looking to move on later in the year in that. So that's basically how our future looks, to keep building our tech, to keep building our cloud, and to go out and get all of the revenue we possibly can and make everybody very happy, monetize their resources, and give gamers the fun they want, give game developers the tools and technology and audience to launch their games to, and provide people who aren't gamers the monetization engine to monetize the resource, computational resources, whether that's individuals or offices. And all of the time doing this, we're providing a fantastic, cleaner resource for enterprises globally to have access to cloud services. So it's completely a win-win-win everywhere for everybody. It's not an easy task. It's not a simple task. We're really shooting for the stars with this. But as an organization, as a business, we've actually never been further forward. We've got stronger teams, stronger talent than we've ever had. We've got our offices in place. We've got the flagship for Gaimin, our Gaming Gladiators. What we achieved our last year with Gaming Gladiators, with I can't remember how many billion impressions to our brand they gave us, but it was more than we could ever have imagined. So we're on the map, right in front of the largest possible audience for gamers, for active gamers, which is esports. With, I think we're entering the esports World Cup with, I think we may have 10 teams this year. We came, fourth last year globally? Not me, was it?
Yeah, fourth, I believe.
So for a new company to go and compete against teams sponsored by some of the biggest entities on earth, come fourth, and go back to the esports World Cup with that under our belt is quite extraordinary. So yeah, those are the plans. The plans have basically never changed. The tools and technology and implementation and staff and team, and everything needed to take it forward obviously there's changes to that along the way, but the big goals are still in place. Wow, that was another damn long answer.
Yeah, I think it's because when you're playing, you're so focused on playing that
Yes,
you
yes,
don't know
yes.
what you're saying. You're just
We just
rambling
kill
on.
each other. You're talking, yeah. That was
Besides
amazing
the
to
modern-
listen to you guys.
Man,
So,
is there anybody still left on YouTube?
No,
that's awesome.
actually, we're actually
I,
picking.
I,
We're
yeah.
actually somewhere close to 50 in our attendees at the moment. So thanks for that, Martin. One question that keeps popping is with regards to our token. But then, Novi, can you help enlighten the audience on how important what we do on the product side actually affects our token our tokenomics?
Come again with the question. The question was what we do on the product side if affect the
Yeah,
tokens. Yeah, so
yeah, sure.
the token is of course one of the foundational kind of layers of our business model, and CoinMarketCap did a great post on this the other day. So the GMRX token is the layer in our business case, which kind of powers the ecosystem, whether it's the Gaimin platform to get access to great games and skins like this, Katana Inu. Marvin, I will never get tired of saying this. This is a great game.
Yeah, it is.
Thank
It's a
you
lot
so
of
much.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
and providing partnerships, doing AMAs like this. We're gonna have 14 winners, which we're gonna give out GMRX tokens to after this AMA. So that's one side. But then the other side is the cloud business, and we've been focusing a lot on the victory.
You won again.
Oh man,
I
who
lost.
won?
I let you win, you know.
I love the screen is on
Yeah.
me when I'm talking right now. Yeah, so the focus
Yeah.
has been on finalizing the cloud for mass adoption, which required the smart wallet to be able to integrate into our ecosystem. I'm gonna stick with the beer, guys. Let's do free for all again. Now I'll
There's
finish
another one.
my.
Beer that's a bit boring. I think it's too big on the screen, you know, so it's hiding a bit more of.
Let's
the
make
beauty
sure
of
we
the
get through
match.
some of the questions, guys, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So we've been focusing on the cloud platform that we are finalizing now in its first version in Q1, and that affects the token in a major way. Both do any businesses like Martin talked about, internet cafes that hook up to our network get reward in GMRX, which they can then use to access the services, but also the bigger the revenue. If you read our tokenomics, we have deflationary mechanism. So the bigger the revenue, the bigger the buybacks and the burns, which create an ecosystem where it's self-sustainable, and we're super excited about our cloud platform in Q1. So that's how it kind of all plays together, and of course with our gaming gladiators as our marketing arm, and the Coliseum that kind of powers the fan area for the gaming gladiators. It's all a big ecosystem, and if you look at the ecosystem kind of from a bird's eye view, you can see how the GMRX is, and potentially a smart wallet where you hold your GMRX, is the link between it all. That's how I would describe it. Martin,
Correct.
anything that I'm missing right there?
No, the token is the fundamental. It is the how can I say this? It's the blood that flows through the veins of the whole ecosystem. That's how it works since the beginning. In fact, we could this is probably a good time to kind of talk about this. When we actually designed Gaimin at the beginning, we looked at the volatility in the crypto space. And if we're rewarding gamers in a token that one day buys a certain skin in a game, and then the next day it can't even buy a quarter of it, it's incredibly frustrating because of the inherent volatility involved in crypto. And that volatility in crypto, the reason that exists is because of speculation. Markets move on the speculatory aspects of people who are buying and selling tokens. So 2024 has been like a really unusual year. And these are me sharing the opinions of some of the most knowledgeable people that we've met and spoke to in this. It's not like we're all of a sudden like market experts, but we do continually speak to people who are actually, very knowledgeable on markets and market movement. And there's been kind of, when we looked at the stats, there was 8 of the top 10 tokens that had outperformed Bitcoin as of November 24 were meme coins, i.e. they had no functional utility. They were based on pure speculation. The two that had outperformed them, the top one was one called Mantra. The sign is, the ticker symbol is OM. And Mantra's extraordinary because they had a launch, then they had a drop, similar to ourselves post-launch, where people sold, vesting and all the things that happened, token releases, people selling for all the reasons they did. They then spent a number of years building their technology, their partners, and once they actually started producing the partnerships with the technology, with real revenue that backed the utility of their token and the consequential adoption, anybody can go and look at the chart. Then that chart since has not been subject to the same volatility as the speculatory tokens like the memes. It's been a really unusual year because of that. And our goal has always been to build the technology and build the utility and build a real world use case for our token. And we know that there's inevitable volatility, especially when the token's new. We've not even been in the market 1 year yet. So we've had some horrible volatility. We've had a drop that it's really frustrating to see what's happened to our token. But we are doing exactly what Mantra are doing and building the technology needed, especially with our buybacks. Now, when our buybacks are working on scale, it means we can do just like OM did, have real utility, real adoption, real use case, and a real business, as opposed to just trying to, let's call it, and I don't want to be respectful for anybody's project out there, as opposed to just kind of pumping a token. So that was a big thing for us. We wanted to help provide some stability to the token long term. Now that doesn't happen day one. In our case, it's not even happened year one because of all of the reasons people have been selling this last year. People are seeing money flowing into memes, and Trump, and the president of Argentina had a token, and billions flew into those.
Warren, can I pitch in here?
Yeah, sure. Fine.
So on the tokenomics and the GMRX, because there's been a lot of discussions on our tokenomics and that it's not good enough, why this, why that. Our tokenomics is made to survive any cyclical markets. And we've been in a highly cyclical market over the last year. If you line up our token with kind of the top 10, if you take out the stable coins, and you look at when we launched almost at the top of a cyclical market, then went down for I think 7-8 months until Trump got elected. Then it got a booster again, which we also got, and then it just started going down again. So we've been in a highly cyclical market. Our tokenomics is made from a business standpoint that we're going to be here for a long time, and our tokenomics are going to survive any cyclical downturn or cyclical upturn. So that's all I wanted to say on the tokenomics.
Yeah, that's a good point, Notvia, and that's not just us saying that. We've actually, I can't remember the name of the guy, the banker guy that we got to review our tokenomics and market maker situation and everything, who was an expert. You personally have spoken to somebody at Twitter who's a personal, at Ripple, who's a personal contact of yours. We've had lots of feedback on our tokenomics, both post and pre-launch, and we're very happy with how we're set up. There's also, I saw in some of the questions earlier, some of the previews, that some of the questions that were sent in, there's questions about buybacks, burns and staking. Everything's in place. I don't know what we can and can't say about that, but all of those things are absolutely in place now.
Yeah, our tokenomics is made for scale. The more that we can scale up the product and the ecosystem, the more the benefits of the tokenomics kicks in. So anyone who wants to help us out with the file sharing or AI, please send it
Yeah.
our way. And yeah, the burns can be seen online, and the buybacks is directly correlated with how many clients we get of the cloud and users of the platform. So please spread the news. And one of the big things that we are going to be doing now over the next couple of months is cross communication, community activation with great games like Katana Inu. So that will also help a lot. So thank you for providing us with the rewards, Marwan.
Yeah, I believe some people were asking things about transactions and wallet holders and how many numbers. All of that's visible online, just like the burns are visible online. You know, anybody can see how often the token's transacted, you know, how many wallet holders there are. It's all visible online.
Marwan, you want to jump into a game again and get another question in?
Yeah, let's play the game. I'd love to add something here.
Okay, let's just make sure that because when we get in that game, our answers are getting really long. Are there any like questions we need to address before we get back into another game, guys?
Okay,
most of the questions are are grouped into token, product, roadmap, DG. And one interesting question I've gotten, on the YouTube comments is for you, Marwan. Hi. Is there a gaming character coming on Katana Inu, and what would it look like? Do you have anything to say on this, Marwan?
I don't know.
It seems
the
cloud
character is coming,
gaming
and then what? Come again, please, with the question.
Yeah, so they're asking for a gaming character on the Katana Inu game.
Gaming character. Of course, we can definitely talk about this point. We already have a lot of memes, a lot of blockchains. Definitely, it's an option. We can discuss this definitely. Yeah, why not? I would love to do that.
All right, guys, you heard straight from the source. Would be, potentially we'll be having a gaming character, so that you guys can actually feel the love, right? Coming whenever you use that character, in your game, and hopefully it trumps the other characters. Mama, can you guarantee that?
It's not guaranteed. Absolutely, we are very hard working right now on the game. So the developers are, let's say, very capacities, let's say, very full on that. I think definitely we can discuss this, and in future, the content takes minimum one month for having it in our game minimum. And so it's a hard, let's say, quality, and it takes time for implementing to the game and building it from scratch. So let's speak it definitely. I think it's a good opportunity to have Gaimin. Also, we can make in future like clan wars, like Gaimin versus maybe Solana community, Gaimin versus Polygon community. So this kind of things we can build, and you guys and the gaming community can choose the gaming character, and Polygon community choosing the Polygon characters, and then we can make some gameplay, and we can give rewards. You can give rewards to the winners and so on. So we can do definitely some beautiful, let's say, not some beautiful, fun aspect for everyone to participate into that, and also new people who never heard about gaming, for example, or Polygon from Web2. They will play the game because we want to mess it up the blockchain space, and they will say, "What is Gaimin?" And they will, "Oh, nice character, I love Gaimin," and they will join to Discord, to Telegram, to Twitter, and maybe also participate into your tokens and whatever. So this is a big opportunity for everyone. We also have like different memes like Turbo and NPC and Shiba Dogecoin, and this is what we do. So if let's say Turbo community loves gaming, they also can participate into your community and bring more audience and more visibility to gaming. And I think this is an ecosystem we can work hand in hand and bring things together forward. And this is what we can do definitely. Yeah. But I would love to add something to the speak to Novi and to Martin regarding the node and so on. You are guys doing a lot of let's say beautiful tech system behind it for games. We also implement your system and also clouds system, what you mentioned in Katana Inu and in future. So far, we are implementing our wallet system and so on to the game, and after that, we should definitely add your cloud system and the other ones you mentioned to Katana Inu and work together. And I think this is something which can bring more visibility to Gaimin, also to Katana Inu, and bring the
Yeah.
more passion to that. And the next part is also I would love to speak about you guys is regarding the clan wars and so on. Yeah. So you mentioned like you are bringing more. Let's say you talk about burn system, you talk about different things for your tokens. But do you also support, let's say, clan wars if you supporting games like Katana Inu? So we can bring more, let's say, more partners to Katana Inu and create characters or whatever, and we can make beautiful. You are killing me right now because I'm speaking. So it's okay. So I think we can bring game in more focus on Katana Inu and get more around it and bring the clan wars also with gaming together because you're building ecosystem behind it, and I think it's something special and it's great to have.
All right. Thanks for that, Manwa.
You're welcome.
We really look forward to more developments on gaming regarding Katana Inu. So Martin and Funogvi, there seems to be a lot of interest with GME Pro, but then there have been questions surrounding the reward structure, right? So one category of people asking about why the current reward structure, why the current why are they earning a current amount, and another group actually want to know if the rewards, what actually influences the rewards for the future. Do we expect this to increase or decrease? What do you have to say on that?
Okay, you're talking about rewards for GMA Pro users.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how the rewards work. The rewards work. Imagine. Let me give a simple analogy. I like doing this. Imagine there's four of us and we're sharing a pizza. We all get a quarter of a pizza, pretty, good size. Does that mean that if we go and get another 10 people, we're all going to get the same size? Well, of course not. Yeah. Then the pizza is shared by 14 people, not 10. So if you go out and said, hey, if you get this pizza, you get a piece this size, and you go and get a load more people, everyone's going to get a smaller piece. So when we tested GME Pro, I'm not sure how the word got out, but a couple of the testers were doing $5 a day or something like that. We've now opened that up. There's a whole bunch more users, but in order for that to grow accordingly in users, just like you need a bigger pizza, so that everybody gets the same size if you're going to get 10 more people, you need more revenue to be able to increase those rewards. So downloading and using GMA Pro in itself does not mean you're going to get the same reward as somebody else. Outside of that basic fact, it's all determined by exactly the computational contribution you're making to cloud. What are you contributing from your computer? Do you have all of the options available to in the setup to contribute? Are you contributing, the things that make that profitable? So just like in the platform, you've got some settings that you can make sure that happens. Our main focus for this year and the way we've set everything up is the number one focus is revenue. And the reason it's revenue is because the more revenue we have, the higher the rewards, the more is dedicated to staking, to buyback and burns, because that's, as Nokvi said earlier, that's how our tokenomics are structured. So the number one driving factor for us going forward is to take this fantastic tech that we've been developing and working really hard on during the last 9 months especially. We could say obviously much longer, but we've scaled up significantly since our token launch. We're way bigger development team, way bigger team than we had 5 years ago, of course, right? So all of that energy now has got us to a place where we have tech, and to give you an idea of that tech, Notvi, why don't you talk about what just our file sharing has done for us as a business, and how close we are to be able to offer that as a hands-off service to other companies globally. Talk about what it did, where we are with the tech, the cloud services, the upgrades that we've been doing. Maybe drop a few hints of the type of people that it's attracting from a technology point of view, and just show what it did for us financially.
Yeah, I'll start by telling a little bit about what the file sharing did for us financially. I'd like to talk about the platform rewards as well, because you touched on the GME rewards and explained the idea behind demand and supply on our network right there. So that was great, and the potential with file sharing going forward. So file sharing for a typical software as a service company, it becomes really costly the more you scale. So for example, we Gaimin would be considered a small medium enterprise. We're actually an accredited small medium enterprise in Portugal. We were racking up a bill on Google Cloud for 40K a month for our downloads last year, before we finalized the file sharing solution that we have right now. And by taking our solution and building our own file sharing network, we're of course able to scale that all the way down. And what we can do for big enterprises or other software as a service companies, or even just a company that has a PDF file that is being downloaded a lot, it can be really costly. So we can take that all the way down with just putting it on our network, and that revenue is of course then reflected in the reward distribution. The reward distribution of the platform, I can't say too much on this, because we're still finalizing the exact idea, and our ex-finance team, Steven, Jun, and Kevin, are finalizing this. But the new reward system is going to be more gamified and a lot more fun to play along with, even though you're playing a game or just on our platform. So we're really excited about that. And we are both talking to a lot of indie game developers, for example Katana Inu, about using our solution, because they're going to be scaling up to their final stage, and that becomes really costly. So we can save up to 30 to 60% of costs right there for Katana Inu.
Yes,
And
totally.
then all the way up to big enterprises that are maybe one of the biggest ERP solutions in the world, or any software company really. The dream would be to get a company like a Zoom or a Slack or anything like that, because all of us need to download that, or a browser, for example, an Opera, or probably not going to steal Microsoft Edge out of Microsoft Azure, but something like that, because that is downloaded and it racks up a huge cost for these companies. So we're etching our way through that door and starting the conversations, because our tech solution is quite good, to be frank, and we're super excited about the future now when we're going to open it up to the masses. Open it up to the masses is the final stage of our first final version. We're gonna have a lot of final version, but the first final version is opening it up to the masses. So me, you, anyone else can go on there and use the service. It can be best described by most people who use WeTransfer. If you're just sharing a link between, I'm sending Steven a 5 gigabyte link. I go and drag it, drop it on WeTransfer and send him the link. We can do similar, but at a big scale for companies with our solution.
Sounds amazing, guys.
Um,
Really nice.
Yeah, it is. Imagine what that could do, for a lot of organizations and a lot of research, projects, a lot of indie studios, and imagine the kind of impact gaming is, going to, make in the world at large, when we even take it away from the revenue side. So that is something to be very excited about, right? That we're actually, focused on products and utility first. And every other thing, the token price, the NFTs are definitely going to take shape, because this journey of creating a company is a marathon or a sprint. All right, guys, we're getting to the end of the session, and guys, what's actually the score, the final score? Where are we at the moment? People are actually curious.
I think
So, who is the winner?
I won one game. Martin won the practice game. So I think it's obvious who's the winner.
I want nothing. I let you win,
Oh,
so you can be happy.
so we basically call it a draw.
Yeah,
Next
it's
time.
a good championship tie right there.
Yeah.
We'll have
Yeah,
to compete on another AMA.
I have to say, guys, that was actually a lot of fun. It's the first time I've played the game, and yeah, it's very easy to learn quickly, and I really enjoyed that. Great job with the game. Well played.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're also doing great job, guys. Still building is and building is the most effective thing. I know that building takes time, and we're also building since over 2 years right now. We're also building some years right now. So I think building is the most important thing. We are doing utility. We are not a meme coin, we cannot do like a meme coin. It's different still. It's also very hard. There are a lot of new coins coming around, and I mean tokens, of course. And yeah, so we are still here. We are building, and let's keep building, guys.
I mean, just as a word of encouragement to yourself, and it's something we remind ourselves about. Because I'm not a young guy, I actually was working on the internet, and I saw the .com boom firsthand. I lived through that hype of watching projects that were the equivalent of memes in their days. They're like pets.com. You're going to have to Google and see what pets.com is, right? But like billions were thrown at these, and there was no business behind it, and they had this enormous .com boom, and then this crash, and out of the crash came the tech giants that we know today, the companies that we all use every day, the Googles. Yeah, all of these people came out of that initial crash because they didn't build the hype. They built use cases, they built utility, they built users, and most people on earth use those businesses every single day now. And that's how they did it. And those dominate. And we're in the same situation now with Web3 technology, that there's this kind of, it's a lot of people say, oh, why do you keep saying it's early? And it's because it is. It's really, really early in the adoption of Web3 generally. And just hang in there, keep building a real game and real users and real fans and real utility and real adoption. And that's the way you win. We've seen it with the tech giants of today.
Exactly. I also believe that potential growing, so step by step, and everything will come
Yeah.
after the building is done. So passion is only the way we need to do.
Yeah, and it isn't easy, but everything I've seen so far, this is a game that is very, very, very playable, and I can see you having a lot of success with this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Not V.
All right, guys,
Stephen, any questions because I don't want somebody to go and say, oh, this was a really big, important question, it wasn't answered. Is there any kind of killer questions that we need to address? Can you just have a look through?
Most questions here, at least on the category that they fall into, have been covered. The token, GMRX Pro, rewards, the games, listing.
There's
so
maybe one thing that I'd like to go into, because there's a couple of questions about the NFT marketplace and the platform, like specific. And now that we're going out of Q1, where we've been focusing a lot on the cloud and getting that ready for the masses, we're going to be focusing a lot on the gaming aspect of Gaimin, providing the community with more opportunities to monetize and gamify that a little bit. The NFT marketplace will be back online, where we'll hopefully see a Katana Inu NFT gaming skin, and so on. We're definitely focusing on the platform in Q2. There's a couple of questions about, of course, the background. This is one of the things that we've been building that is not technology, and this is the Gaming Gladiators Bootcamp. I don't know how much you can see here, but this is where our team members come and practice. And this is of course a lot bigger. This is just one room out of the 5 rooms we have here, and then we have a Gaimin office on the top floor.
We have 5 rooms now.
Very interesting. Guys, one last question, which I think is important. So there's been, a question around our X accounts. So people want to get, context on what really happened and, what we are doing to reinstate that.
Yeah, I can take that.
Okay.
We did a lot of community engagement activities over the last year, and on Twitter we did a lot of community engagement, and one of the things that we weren't aware of is the fact that you're not allowed to use outside APIs to monitor the activity on Twitter. You have to use the Twitter APIs for that. And we were trying to see how engaged our community is, and without any warning, we got suspended due to the violations of their kind of Twitter laws. And we are in communication with the Twitter team, trying to get it back on board by saying that we just honestly didn't know. It's on our fault that we didn't know these rules existed and that they were so strict. But we're in communication with the Twitter team, trying to get it back live.
Yeah, what's interesting, Nokvi, about that is the actual service we use is a really huge service. And if you go and look at some of the clients they have, I saw some of the clients like Michelin, the global tire brand, Louis Vuitton. So the community engagement and incentivization and community building marketing that happens on X, it's not something that we did that was in any way kind of underhand. It's very common practice what we did. And there's a huge amount of companies doing it. We just seem to have been caught up in a kind of a slap on the wrist they gave to a lot of companies out there at the time. We weren't the only people that actually suffered. Web3, non-Web3, a whole bunch seem to have been suspended at the same time. So we're not really sure what's going to happen there. That's the reality of it, Nokvi, isn't it?
Yep, it is. But of course, we're trying to do our best to get it back online.
Yeah.
If not, we'll find the best communication methods to engage our communities and keep everyone informed of what we're doing, because we, like Marwin said earlier, we're building something special here, and we want to keep everyone informed and updated and within our community.
Yeah, and just to finish off on that, Nokvi, they were still billing us after they suspended us. We're a verified company. We submitted all of our documentation to get the stars, the blue star, gold star, and everything that we had for ourselves and our sub entities there. So they knew all about us. They'd done their homework on us. We were a fully verified company. So there's nothing sinister about it. If anybody is looking, because typically what we get when these questions happen is transparency, community, communications. They're all the questions that happen. Look, we have an email newsletter, we have monthly updates, we have daily posts on social media, we even have a page on our Gaimin.io website which has got live updates. I mean, it's updated weekly, bi-weekly, and it's pretty much updating you on all of the different aspects that we've been working on. This is one of the most fun updates that we've done, so we'll do more of these. So we do regular AMAs, we've got social media, we've got email newsletter, we have Telegram that we'll be reworking, so it's kind of easier. It's a little unstructured and kind of gets a little messy at the moment, but so it's clearer to actually read news and updates. So for anybody who wants to follow along, there's like loads of ways to actually just see what's happening on a daily basis. Nokvi, have I missed anything in there with our communication?
Probably not. Steven, you can probably update us on the communication methods. And there's one question about if we're going to update the logos on the deck screeners and stuff like that. Steven, I know you've been gathering all those information and are on top of that. Are there any communication methods that Marin and myself forgot to mention?
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much covered it.
Discord.
The most
Yeah,
Yeah, we
exactly.
have a lot of channels actually. We also have the blog, which is where we,
Yeah.
keep, more detailed, information. We're also
Yeah.
planning to revitalize, our videos, right? We want to have more product guides, showing, people how to, how the gaming technology works, right? How our products work. And, a lot of, interesting things. We also want to upgrade our meme, our meme culture, which is also something. So just make sure, for the audience, make sure you're following gaming across the corner because you know that we have a lot of a wide product suite, right? So
Yeah.
some contents are more geared to the token side, some are more geared to the cloud side, some are more geared to the gaming side. So in order to get like a holistic, view of what's happening across the ecosystem, we do, advise that you follow us on, the more relatable channel, like the more relevant channel, or at least the ones you feel like, you want to, keep, track of. So that being said, expect more content, expect more communications. The Twitter is just, it's just a short-term, pause, a short-term tragedy. We're still, gonna get back stronger with even more content and communications, guys.
Yeah. Stephen, why don't you just, I'm not sure how much our community know about you. Why don't you just tell people very quickly your background because you're extremely well qualified to be commenting on this. Tell people quickly what you did.
Yeah, sure. Guys, I've actually, been in the crypto Web3 space, but I usually don't like, compressing my experience, just into the crypto space. I also, have, experience beyond that. But just to highlight my experience in this field, in the Web3 field, I've actually, been with Binance. I was, a content specialist at Binance, and I've also, I was also with ICP, Definitive, for a brief stint, and this is not, even, considering the other, projects, side projects, for various um, communities, various crypto Web3 related projects I've done. So, but then actually, into gaming, late 2023 because I saw the when I was present with the project, I actually saw this as something that is the present and the future, right? I actually kind of resonated with what gaming is trying to achieve. Anyone is actually an open secret. If you look around you, you actually see one fact, and which is some at some point, right, would need computing power to power everything around us, right? From edge computing to you name it, right? So file sharing, the things we're talking about now is just the the tip of the iceberg. How big this market can go is still unpredictable, right? So yeah, and that's how I got into the gaming project, and since then 2023 to now we're going stronger. So yeah, now in my capacity as marketing manager, we want to give you guys more of more education, right? Trying to understand first off how the industry, what the industry demands, and how a project, an ecosystem like gaming can fill these shoes and lead this industry into the future. So pretty interesting times ahead, and we look forward to that. Expect more, guys.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, guys. I
Are
think
we
it's all.
good?
All right. Yeah, just some closing notes, guys. We are still in the process of finalizing who our lucky 15 winners are. So in case you haven't filled the form, please you can still fill it. I know the aim is over, but this feedback, these questions actually shape the kind of content we actually put out. Even if your question is not answered in this call, it could actually be the base for a content or a video that would come out, let's say next week or tomorrow, and that could also be of value to you. So please fill in the form, and most importantly you can still get access to the rewards, right? So we'll be announcing the rewards, the winners shortly after this course. So make sure to join our Discord channel if you haven't. The links everywhere, if you you can find it. And if you're, among the lucky winners, expect your GMRX, token in your smart wallet a week, after this AMA. And for the lucky winner who gets the GMRX merch, we'll contact you via email to arrange, delivery on that. And on the final notes, any final thoughts from our CEOs? Before we call it a
Just
night.
thank you for tuning in. I saw one question about will this AMS be periodically. We're still finding out the structure. I'm personally really happy with this setup, and thanks to the Katana Inu team for both sponsoring this event and just jumping on and introducing everyone to this fantastic game. We're definitely gonna do more of these, more not essentially more AMAs that we've done in the past, but just more AMAs in this structure, and potentially in the future I'll just jump on stream when I feel like it, if I've had a long day at work, and just blow up some steam, playing some fun games, and taking some questions from the community.
Yeah, Novi, we'd love to see more of you and more of your skills. All right, guys. Make sure to keep
By
in
the way,
touch.
one question
Follow our
to you.
Discord.
I just read that you played Fortnite also before. That's why maybe you are so good player in Katana Inu.
Yeah,
Is it
I played
something?
a little Fortnite on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with myself, I'm not really good.
Okay, I see. Yeah, sounds great. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for having me here as well. Thank you everyone for participating to the beautiful live stream. So yeah, looking forward to have a new live stream again with you guys, play a game in open beta and Pro. So yeah, looking forward to work and make everything together and make the mass adoption and bring millions of players to web blockchain, to gaming, and to also to Katana Inu to work together hand in hand. I appreciate that, guys, for having me here. Thank you so much. You guys doing an amazing job. Still keep building, and yeah, this is what we need to do, and never give up. It's the option.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank
Bye
you.
All
bye.
right, guys.